A travel booking usually starts with a simple ping, just a single message from a prospective customer arriving late in the evening. To answer that one message, an operator has to jump between multiple tabs. They look up current hotel availability in a directory, then open a separate chat to ask transport agents for vehicle rates on specific dates. Next comes the math. Every passenger configuration requires custom calculation to account for specific age cutoffs, separating the per-head pricing for adults, children, and infants. All of this generates a trail of disconnected files. The operator drafts an itinerary and a Word document, exports it to a PDF to send back to the customer, and logs the initial advance payment into a standalone spreadsheet. Managing 20 subtasks for 5 trips a month is doable, but multiply that cluster by 500. The result is a tangled web a human team physically cannot process. Copying details leads to typos, missed E&I deadlines, or overpaying a hotel's wholesale rate. The manual workflow hits a hard mathematical limit. At this volume, spreadsheet-based systems yield only profit leakage and administrative gridlock. To fix this, an operator needs a unified cloud architecture, one environment that replaces the patchwork of standalone applications. We can see this pipeline at work from the very first interaction. When a casual chat message hits a connected webhook, the system instantly catches it, stripping out the relevant data to generate a pristine, fully categorized contact card. Once the lead is logged, integrated AI assistants pull from company-wide defaults to immediately draft a day-by-day itinerary. The days of typing out tour inclusions from scratch disappear. Every unpredictable inquiry at the front desk is immediately funneled into a strictly controlled, repeatable process. A logistical operation can only grow if the raw data is formatted perfectly the second it enters the building. With the front desk stabilized, the system hands that clean data off to the back-end logic engine. This is where the messy realities of a multi-leg trip are processed. A customer might spend 2 nights in one town and 3 in another. The engine automatically identifies the state durations and multiplies them by each respective hotel's rate, while simultaneously calculating the transport costs based on the specific fleet vehicle used across those dates. This financial model shows how the platform manages the core mechanism of travel profitability, dual pricing. On the left side, we have the vendor price, which logs your exact wholesale cost for the room or the car. On the right is the customer price, representing the retail rate presented on the final invoice. Because the system holds both numbers simultaneously, it actively monitors the delta between the 2 columns. It calculates your exact profit margin in real time, completely invisible to the traveler. If you add an ad hoc extra, like an optional excursion or a bonfire night, both sides of the ledger update instantly, recalculating the total cost and the total profit. By strictly governing the math in the background, the platform prevents the margin erosion that destroys profitability in manual operations. All of this back-end preparation culminates in a single vital action, saving the booking. As this diagram illustrates, that click triggers an immediate cascade of logic. The central hub shoots exact financial parameters to individual vendor ledgers, establishing exactly what is owed to each hotel and transport agent, preventing any future overpayment. At the exact same moment, the system routes another data packet to the customer's profile, dividing their remaining balance and generating a customized, branded schedule of upcoming EMI installments. The system also queues up automated daily tasks. It checks the live itinerary dates, and the day before the traveler arrives at a new destination, automatically texts them their upcoming hotel phone numbers and driver contacts. A travel business reaches true scale when one click at the front desk flawlessly triggers the entire logistical chain behind the scenes. To maintain this level of precision as a business expands, the system relies on a multi-tenant cloud architecture. This visualization shows how the platform enforces total data isolation. By sliding internal barriers into place, the architecture can host entirely separate travel companies on a single installation. This ensures that even at high volumes, every lead, booking, and vendor record remains locked within its own dedicated environment. This structural separation allows each company to set unique staff permissions, apply distinct branding, and manage independent ledgers without ever risking cross-contamination of financial data. By isolating data so strictly at the database level, the system eliminates the human error inherent in manual filing. the effort required to manage the 500th booking becomes identical to the effort required for the first. A travel business achieves high-volume growth by adopting an architecture where data flows without friction, from the first late-night text message straight through to the final payout.